Put the world away for a minute, pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine gonna wash my blues away. Had sweet love but I lost it. She got too close so I fought it. Now I'm lost in the world trying to find me a better way. Wishing I was knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise.
Wrote a note, said be back in a minute. Bought a boat and I sailed off in it. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. Mind on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. Wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away.
Cause now I'm knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. This champagne shore washing over me.
It's a sweet, sweet life, living by the salty sea.
One day you could be as lost as me.
Change your geography, maybe you might be.
Knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair.
Ozark, Missouri, has a history that dates back to its founding in 1841. The town was named after the nearby Ozark Mountains. The first settlers to visit the area is believed to be Henry Schoolcraft, who arrived in 1818. During that time, he extensively studied the geological makeup of the area and noted the high concentration of lead and zinc. Most of the lead and zinc mines functioned under the early 1900s. Notably, in the Elk Valley area, Schoolcraft noted on the abundance of elk, bear, and other wildlife in the area. This later became the area's hunting grounds until the elk were hunted to extinction in the 1880s. Ozark also became a popular tourist destination, with visitors drawn to the town's beautiful scenery, recreational opportunities, and cultural events.
There'll never be no other love.
Rogersville was named after Dr. Rogers, a pioneer settler. A post office called Rogersville has been in operation since 1882. In 1882, the Kansas City and Memphis Railroad came through 2 miles to the south of Henderson. When it became known that a depot was to be erected, a young physician, Dr. Isaac Rogers, agreed to donate $50 to defray the expense of surveying and laying out lots and streets if they would use his name for the settlement. The first postmaster was appointed in September 1882. 5 rural carriers began in 1904 using horse and buggy. School was held in the blacksmith shop in 1884. A community church, which housed a lodge hall on the second story, was built in 1885. Rogersville was incorporated as a village in 1916. Around late 1929 or early 1930, the Bank of Rogersville was robbed by 2 men who stole $981. About a dozen men rode out to chase the robbers, one of which was shot and the other was captured. The trial was held in the Rogersville High School gym for the captured robber, and he was sentenced to jail. Rogersville was formerly known as the raccoon capital of the world.
White-tailed buck deer munching on clover, red-tailed hawk sitting on a limb, chubby old groundhog, croaking bullfrog, free as a feeling in the wind. Homegrown country girl, gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a 7, living in heaven with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollars, park in a holler, neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland delight.
Mansfield, Missouri's history dates back to 1881, when the town was named after F.M. Mansfield and officially platted in 1882. The arrival of the railroad in 1882 made Mansfield a key mail and freight distribution point. By 1886, Mansfield was officially incorporated as a village. The town saw rapid growth in the late 1800s, especially with the establishment of mining companies. Mansfield is also known for its association with Laura Ingalls Wilder, the famous author of the Little House on the Prairie series. Her home, now a museum, is located in Mansfield and attracts visitors from all over the world.
It's my life, oh so right, my Dixieland delight. Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other, a sweet, soft southern thrill. Working hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight.
takes more than a robin to make the weather go.
Norwood is a small community between Mansfield and Mountain Grove, Missouri. It was organized in 1881 upon the arrival of the Kansas City, Fort Scott, and Memphis Railroad. The community was named by lawyer W.S. Thompson, who was inspired by the novel Norwood, or Village Life in the New England by Henry Ward Beecher. Norwood is located in the Ozarks and sits on the drainage divide between the White River tributaries to the south and the Missouri River tributaries to the north.
To make my life complete.
And it takes a lot, woman, to knock me off my feet. And baby, you've got what it takes.
I said,
You know you've got just what it takes, because it takes more than an effort to stay away from you. It takes more than a lifetime to prove that I'll be true.
but it takes somebody special to make me say I do.
Oh yeah.
And baby, you got what it takes.
Mountain Grove, Missouri has a fascinating history that dates back to 1841 when a settlement was built near a spring in a grove of hickory timber. Originally called Hickory Spring, the community grew and a post office was established there in 1851. However, the post office was removed in 1861. The town's name was changed to Mountain Grove in 1878 to reflect its location on a ridge in a grove of trees. The community saw significant development with the arrival of the railroad in 1882, which helped establish Mountain Grove as a key hub for mail and freight distribution. One notable event in Mountain Grove's history occurred in May 1883 when a nipping frost caused every tree, sapling, and shrub in the community to be cut clean as if by an axe. This event led to the merging of Mountain Grove with the nearby community of Vian.
Scarlet woman by the people who would go to church but left me in the streets. With no parents of my own, I never had a home, and an 18-year-old boy has got to eat. She found me outside one Sunday morning, begging money from a man I didn't know. She took me in and wiped away my childhood. A woman of the streets, this lady Rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. Was a handsome woman, just 35, who was spoken to in town by very few. She managed a late evening business like most of the town wished they could do. And I learned all the things that a man should know from a woman not approved of, I suppose. But she died knowing that I really loved her. Off life's bramble bush I picked a rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand.
kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Get out that kitchen and rattle those pots.
Willow Springs is located in northwestern Howell County along U.S. Routes 60 and 63. Willow Springs is about 15 miles west of Mountain View, 18 miles northwest of West Plains, and about 80 miles east of Springfield, Missouri. Willow Springs has a history that dates back to 1776 when it was first mentioned by Padre Francisco Garces during his return from the San Joaquin Valley. The town saw significant growth with the arrival of the railroad on Christmas Day, 1882. This site was chosen as a junction point for the Kansas City, Fort Scott, and Memphis Railroad, which turned Willow Springs into a boom town. Willow Springs derived its name from the natural spring some 9 miles east of the current town, with many willow trees growing nearby. Multiple settlers established homesteads around it in the years following the Civil War. A post office bearing the Willow Springs name was opened during this time, but in 1868 it was moved west to a location near a store operated by Benjamin Carter. By 1890, Willow Springs was incorporated.
I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store. I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store. I can look at you, tell you don't love me no more. I believe you're doing me wrong, and now I know. I believe you're doing me wrong, and now I know. The more I work, the faster my money goes. I said shake, rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Shake, rattle and roll.
Well, I was born to coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing that Daddy made sure of. He shoveled coal to make a poor man's dollar. My daddy worked all night in the Bandelier coal mines, all day long in the field hoeing corn. Mommy rocked the babies at night.
Mountain View, Missouri has a history that dates back to 1888 when the town was platted and named for the panoramic views from its elevated location. A post office called Mountain View has been in operation since 1879. Located in northeastern Howell County, Mountain View is part of the Missouri Ozarks. The town has grown steadily over the years and had a population of 2,533 as of the 2020 census. The community is known for its scenic beauty and small town charm. On May 26, 2024, an EF3 tornado hit the northern side of Mountain View, severely damaging 3 houses and destroying a manufactured home. 1 injury was recorded.
We'd all get a brand new pair from a mail order catalog. Money made from selling a hog. Daddy always managed to get the money somewhere. Yeah, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter. I remember well the well where I drew water. The work we done was hard. At night we'd sleep 'cause we were taught. I never thought of ever leaving Butcher Holler. Well, a lot of things have changed since way back then, and it's so good to be back home again. again. Not much left but the floor. Nothing lives here anymore except the memories of a coal miner's daughter.
Let's take a walk together near the ocean shore, hand in hand, you and I. Let's cherish every moment we have been given, but time is passing by. I often pray before I lay down by your side. If you receive your calling before I awake, could I make it through the night?
Cherish the love we had. We should cherish the life we live.
Oh,
Cherish the love. Cherish the life.
cherish the
Cherish
love.
the love. Cherish the love we had. For as long as we both shall live. Cherish the life. Cherish the life. Cherish the love.
Birch Tree is located in the Missouri Ozarks in southwestern Shannon County. The city is on U.S. Route 60, approximately 11 miles east of Mountain View and 8.5 miles west of Winona. A post office called Birch Tree has been in operation since the 1860s. The community was named for a grove of birch trees near the original town site. Birch Tree's natural beauty includes lush forests, rolling hills, and winding rivers. The nearby Current River and Jack's Fork River provide opportunities for fishing, canoeing, and kayaking. You can also find scenic hiking trails in the surrounding Mark Twain National Forest, perfect for enjoying the great outdoors. The region experiences 4 distinct seasons, each enhancing the natural scenery. Vibrant foliage in autumn and lush greenery in summer create a picturesque backdrop. Local parks and scenic viewpoints showcase the area's flora and fauna, inviting outdoor activities year-round. The Birch Tree Museum showcases the town's history, featuring artifacts and stories. Nearby, the Ozark Scenic Riverways National Park offers camping, swimming, and picnicking spots.
the world is always changing, nothing stays the same, but love will stand the test of time. The next life that we live in remains to be seen. Will you be by my side? I often pray before I lay down by your side. And if you receive your calling before I awake, could I make it through the
Winona, Missouri has a history that dates back to the 1880s. The town was established thanks to the virgin pine and hardwood forests in the Ozarks, which attracted railroads and timber companies. A post office with the name Winona was established by 1889. The community was named after Winona, Minnesota, the native home of an area lumberman. The name is also a Sioux word meaning firstborn. Winona is located in the Ozarks of southern Missouri. The city is at the intersection of U.S. Route 60 and Missouri Route 19. The city lies within the Mark Twain National Forest. Alma Heflin, an American pilot and the first woman commercial test pilot, was born in Winona.
I beg her to you, baby, please don't leave me alone. I woke up this morning, Lucy was not in sight. I asked my friends about her, but all they did was type, Lucy, please come back where you belong. I beg her to you, baby, please don't leave me alone. Lucy, baby, satisfy my heart. Lucy, baby, satisfy my heart. I believe I went to baby. The days are such a wonderful start.
Big John, Big John.
Every morning at the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John.
Big John, Big John,
Big Bad John.
Big John.
Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, he kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land, Big John.
Big John, Big John,
Big Bad John.
Big John.
Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought that they'd breathed their last except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well, grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone, Big John.
Big John, Big John,
Big Bad John.
Big John.
And with all of his strength he gave a mighty shove.
Van Buren, Missouri has a history that dates back to 1833. The town was named after then Vice President of the United States, Martin Van Buren. It wasn't until 1867 that the present site of Van Buren was purchased and the town began to grow. In 1893-94, the first bridge to cross the current river was built at Van Buren at a total cost of $4,500. It was a suspension bridge, and a toll of 5 cents per person and 15 cents for a team and wagon was charged for crossing it. In 1907, the company of Pittman and Henry began a motorboat passenger service up and down the current river between Van Buren and Doniphan. In 1909, a structural steel bridge was built across the current river at a total cost of approximately $9,000. This bridge was destroyed by a flood in 1915. The bridge was rebuilt at a cost of $15,000 and served the community until 1926, when a new $200,000 bridge was completed. Route 16, later to become U.S. Highway 60, crossed this bridge. Today, Van Buren is known for its scenic beauty, with attractions like Big Spring, one of Missouri's largest springs, located nearby.
I was only 13 when Daddy died. Mama started drinking and my brother just quit trying. I'm still bouncing back. Heaven only knows how I came out like a rose. Ran off with what's his name. When I turned 18, it got me out of North Dakota, but it did not change a thing. I left it in the yard, all covered up with snow, and I came out like a rose. Sitting in this diner with a coffee in my hand, waiting on a bus to some promised land. Well, I got a one-way ticket as far as it goes, and I came out like a rose. So I'm headed south to anywhere that ain't so damn cold, where I can warm my heart and shake the chill from my bones. It took a while to get here. It's been a long, hard road, and I came out like a rose. Sitting in this diner with a coffee in my hand, waiting on a bus to some promised land. Well, I got a one-way ticket as far as it goes, and I came out like a rose. It took a while to get here. It's been a long, hard road.
The site of the town of Elsinore was originally patented on April 15, 1857 by Robert Patterson. The land was later sold to a Mr. Cook, who in October 1876 sold the land to Charles Heron. Charles Heron cleared the land and raised corn and pumpkins on it. In 1888, Charles Heron gave Hawk Railroad a right-of-way across his land, laid out the town, and built a railroad depot on the south side of the creek. In 1888, John Carr opened the first store in Elsinore, which catered largely to the men who were building the railroad. In early 1889, the Elsinore Post Office was established, Silas Pace being its first postmaster. Owing to the lumber operations in the area, Elsinore grew rapidly. By the 1920s, however, most of the forest had been cut and the economy went into a sharp decline. The creation of a new school district for the Elsinore area in the 1960s has provided a new anchor for community life. The town has maintained its small town charm and continues to be a close-knit community.
Hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. You passed me by one sunny day, flashed those big brown eyes my way. Ooh, I wanted you forevermore. Now I'm not one that gets around, swear my feet stuck to the ground, although I never did meet you before. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. While horses couldn't make me stay away, I thought about a moonlit night, arms around you good and tight, and that's all I had to see for me to say. I said, hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew, Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. Well, hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart.
As the midnight moon was drifting through the lazy sway of the tree, I saw the look in your eyes, looking into the night, not seeing what you wanted to see. Darling, don't say a word, I've already heard what your body's saying to mine. You're tired of fast moves, you gotta
Poplar Bluff, Missouri has a rich history that dates back to the early 1800s. The town was initially settled as a small farming community and became a stop along the St. Louis-San Francisco Railway. The area was also occupied by indigenous Native American tribes, including the Osage and Quapaw. The French were the first Europeans to assert any territorial rights over the Poplar Bluff area. The French held the area until 1770, when it was ceded by treaty to Spain. Spain held the area until 1802, when it was returned to France. The area that would become Poplar Bluff and Butler County had no permanent European settlement until 1819, when the first white family moved into the area. The town was officially laid out in 1849 as the county seat of newly organized Butler County. It was named for its location on a bluff above the Black River, where beautiful poplar trees grew abundantly. By the end of 1850, a small town had been started and the first courthouse was built in 1855. Poplar Bluff was incorporated on February 9, 1870. One notable event in Poplar Bluff's history occurred on May 9, 1927, when a tornado leveled most of the city, especially the original business district along Main and Broadway streets. This tornado killed 98 people, tying it as the 17th deadliest tornado in U.S. history. Today, Poplar Bluff is known as the gateway to the Ozarks and has a population of around 16,225 residents as of the 2020 census.
sometime, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand. You want a lover with an easy touch. You got somebody who will spend some time with you, baby, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe.
Don't think sorry's easily said. Don't try turning tables instead. You've taken lots of chances before, but I ain't gonna give any more. Don't ask me, that's how it goes. 'Cause part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say words you're gonna regret. Don't let the fire rush to your head. I've heard the accusation before, and I ain't got sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 Don't leave false illusion behind. Don't cry, I ain't changing my mind. So find another fool like before, 'cause I ain't gonna live anymore believing some of the lies, while all of the signs are deceiving. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind.
Dexter, Missouri has a history that dates back to 1873 when it was platted by the Cairo, Arkansas, and Texas Railroad Company. The town was named by an early settler who named it after his horse Dexter. A post office called Dexter City was established in 1873, and the name was changed to Dexter in 1887. Dexter quickly grew as a center for trade and commerce, thanks to its location along the railroad. Timber was an early industry of Dexter. Early businesses were established on South Main Street facing the depot. They were mostly saloons and boarding homes to accommodate the timber workers. Dexter experienced rapid growth in its early years and continues to be a vibrant community with a population of around 7,927 residents as of the 2020 census. On July 10, 2021, an EF2 tornado hit the town with at least 150 homes reported damaged. The tornado touched down 2.5 miles northwest of downtown Dexter around 8:18 p.m. It tracked 5.5 miles before dissipating 3 miles east of town. Estimated peak wind speeds were near 120 miles per hour.
Listen, everybody, let me tell you about the rock and roll. Oh, feel that rhythm and it's really gonna thrill your soul. Come along with me to a land of make-believe. She said, whamma, lamma, 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 rock and roll is king. She loves that rock and roll and she plays it all night long. rock and roll is king. Rock and roll is king. Ooh yeah, rock and roll is king. She said, rock and roll is king.
Trailer for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom.
Sikeston, Missouri has a history that dates back to 1541, when Spanish explorers are said to have visited the area. In 1789, the King of Spain ordered an overland route to be established between New Orleans and St. Louis, which crossed through the area that would eventually become Sikeston. The town was officially founded by John Sykes in 1860, who named it after himself. In 1907, the Little River Drainage District was formed to reclaim the land, making it some of the most fertile farmland in the world. This led to significant economic growth and prosperity for the town. Sikeston has long been associated with country music. Some performers at the local J.C. Rodeo have included Kenny Rogers in 1977 and Loretta Lynn in 1983, with Charlie Daniels and Lee Greenwood performing multiple times. Upon his visit, Kenny Rogers donated an Arabian stallion to be auctioned off to bring money to the local Cerebral Palsy Center.
Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Trailers for sale, rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys a...
Well, mama doesn't like it, the way I comb my hair. Papa thinks I'm crazy, and the clothes I wear. It's hit common records, and I play it all day. But I am what I am, I'm gonna keep it rocking that way. I'm a rockabilly rebel from head to toe. I gotta keep it rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us, good company. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me. Kids in the schoolhouse couldn't wait too long. When the school is over, put the cat clothes on. Or the other slap bass, swinging to the band. It's a real rockin' rhythm that's sweeping all over this land. And I'm a rockabilly rebel from head to toe. I gotta keep a rockin' everywhere I go. Everybody join us, good company. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me. Message, get the bop and beat. Let them turn through your body, to the head to your feet. Shaking in your shoes, boy, gonna make you feel wow. You can dance now, we're not gonna show you how. I'm a rockabilly rebel from head to toe. I gotta keep it rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us, good company. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me. I'm a rockabilly rebel. rainbow from head to toe. I gotta keep a rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us, good company. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me.
I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. I've spent most all my life searching for that four-leaf clover, yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbows. Honey, I love you too, and that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, now don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. And you say, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes.
Can a poor man be? That is why. That is why I love you so. That is why. That is why I love you so. Don't you know, baby? That is why I love you so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want the world to know the way you rub my back when I'm in pain, the way you soothe me so I won't complain, and when you kiss me with your ruby red lips, it thrills me so I turn her back over flip. That is why. That is why. Don't you know, baby? That's why I love you so. That is why. That's why I love you so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want the world to know if Shakespeare thought that Juliet really loved Romeo.
This drive through the middle of Missouri was beautiful and relaxing. Gary and I had a wonderful time taking in the scenery and enjoying being with each other. Like the first French explorers to encounter the Ozarks in the 17th century, we loved this region and its legends with stories of buried silver mines, lost loves, and secret caves hidden in the pines and oaks. Tomorrow, we continue our trip to Bristol, Tennessee to visit with Donnie and Lenny. Good night.
Yeah, I want to take it easy, baby. That's why.